Hello, my Scorpio friends, and thank you for joining me, Karen Barney, Karmic One Tarot, bringing you your general forecast for October of 2020. Let's see what's happening for the Scorpios, October of 2020. What do they need to know? The Five of Cups, the Three of Wands, Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, they're fire signs. What's happening for the Scorpios? The Emperor, Aries there, the World, and the Knight of Wands, fire signs again. All right, my Scorpio friends, and the Ten of Swords. What have you finished and are now walking away from? Making plans for your future, mapping them out, and really focused on taking control of your world, all right? And making the changes you need to survive this ending. This was a difficult situation. You've been wounded and you're still reminiscing about it. You're still thinking about it, but it's time to move forward. It's time to make some plans, and it's time to focus on who you are, where you stand, and what you want out of life. The Emperor is someone that is selfish, someone, and not in a bad way, someone that is very sure of himself and, you know, wants what he wants. He's going to get what he wants, and sometimes that can be a little controlling and even manipulative, and I don't think that's the energy here. But at the same time, you know, you're going to stand up for yourself. You're not going to back down on what it is that you're dreaming of, what it is that you want, what it is you're focused on. I think you have now taken your head out of the sand, if it was still in this reverie and this loss, and it's time to move forward. You're making changes, and it's time to get excited about where you're headed again. So what is in your future here with the Three of Wands? Where is it that, and the Ten of Wands? Well, I asked what's in your future, so perhaps this has not yet started. You're not yet through it. The Knight of Cups, it's an emotional situation, but it also involves finance here. This is the King of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, earth signs, grounded, practical, the provider for the children perhaps. Are you leaving something behind? Is it still an open wound? And are you looking forward to making changes in this emotional state here, bringing things to a close? What kind of changes are you bringing with this? Where is the wound in this? The Five of Cups for my Scorpios. Where have you been wounded, my Scorpio friends? Well, I don't know that it is going to begin again. This is the Judgment card. You're trying to start fresh after a deep wound and planning for your future through this betrayal. It's not been easy. It's been very, very painful. But your focus is about taking control of your world, taking control of finishing whatever this is. The Scorpios, what is happening with our Queen of Wands? The Tower. So perhaps this ending comes in unexpectedly, my friends. It's difficult, it's painful, but it does set you free in a certain aspect here. It gives you the control of your world, gives you the control of how things end as well, it seems, because it's dependent on the changes that you're making. So you're the catalyst for this, my Scorpio friends. The Tower energy there, upset, surprise, shock. Queen of Wands. You might be surprised with the changes that you're making and how much control it does give you over your world. Your Temperance, you're going to find your peace with it. You're going to, I won't say that you're going to forgive, but you're going to attempt a healing here and a fresh start for you, not necessarily with whatever the situation was, but definitely for you. You've got to do it for your own sake. It's time for you to step up and be who you are. The Emperor here. Who's in charge of the new beginning? This is the pardon me, Queen of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, making decisions, making, left and right, making these decisions matter-of-factly, sorting through them rationally, absolutely, but making decisions from an intellectual point of view. We're not in this pain anymore. You are now making plans for your future, born out of this pain, absolutely. Born perhaps out of necessity because it comes up quickly, but certainly your security and your position are going to be important to you, and how you come through this. And you're making choices for your best interest. You're making choices for your world. You're making choices to bring whatever this situation is to a finality, your closure coming in here, my Scorpio friends, giving you the ability to get excited about the next steps, bringing you perhaps some security or the closure you need within a familial or structured security that you have built. There's got to be there's an ending in here that you have to find peace with. It's difficult, but it is going to give you the new start and the enthusiasm you want to go where you want. This ending, I don't know that it's happened yet. I did ask the question, what's in your future? What are you planning for? You may be planning for the inevitable and trying to hold on to as much of your capital or security as you can. But there is closure here, so it's coming full circle. I would say to you, if this is familial, you're making changes in the home life. Is that underneath the Knight of Cups, King of Pentacles? I don't think you're going to shirk any responsibilities at all. But whatever is ending, you're doing it for you. Tell me about the world. How is this going to end up with all of this abundance? Yeah, it's going to be a challenge to keep that abundance. It's going to be a challenge. Where is it? Right here. It's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a challenge to keep your emotions in check as well, because this is a very sensitive and difficult subject we're talking about, my Scorpio. Something important to you has ended, and it's going to affect your security as well. There is going to be closure. The changes you're making, they're going to come as a surprise, maybe to you, when you say, I have to do that to regain my footing and have a little bit more patience. But it's going to come in very suddenly, and you're going to make the choices you need to be in control of your destiny, where you're going. What's happening with the Knight of Wands? What are the changes coming in? Now, the Knight of Wands can be a little bit flighty. Fire signs, inspired action, right? But he's also someone that puts a lot of feelers out there and sometimes doesn't follow through. So you want to make sure that if this is a situation where follow through is important, and most times that it is follow through, right? You want to get the job done. You have to follow through and make sure that it comes to an end. Make sure that it comes to the outcome that you want. Tell me about the Knight of Wands here, please. Wheel of Fortune. So fate is on your side here, my Scorpio friends. Fate is on your side. All of this is happening for your best interest, for your autonomy, for your self-esteem and feeling good about where you are. The Emperor has a lot of pride in his empire and his accomplishments. Right? They build monuments to themselves all the time, and I'm not suggesting that you are patting yourself on the back like that. What I'm saying here is that you have that strength to know what it is that you want and to be able to achieve it, make the changes necessary to bring whatever this difficult and painful ending is to a close, and keep as much of your hard-earned security as possible for your future. Because the Wheel of Fortune is on your side. This is ending, and you are going to be moving forward with, I would say, a really grounded and practical plan. You're going to be in a position of provider. You're going to be that stability and security that people are looking for still, even though you may not be there. You're going to do it out of care and concern for those involved too, my friends. Scorpios, let's see what's happening here with the wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle. This feels relationship and family based. It could also be business, but you're definitely leaving a difficult situation. You're making some surprising changes for yourself, but you are going to bring this to the closure you need as well. Thank you. The High Lord of Gratitude and Service, Selflessness, Humility, and Conscious Action. Well, conscious action most definitely here with the Emperor and the Knight of Wands, taking shrewd action as well. Conscious, intellectual action. Humility. Humility. You know, I do think that this has been a humbling experience for you. It's been much more difficult than you thought it was going to be when you initially started this. I feel like this is your situation that you've begun. You decided this was part of your vision for where you wanted to be. Okay, it may have come up unexpectedly, but it is part of what you want. You know, what do they say? Once you decide what it is you want, the universe conspires to make it so. I do believe that's what's happening here, my Scorpio friends. These challenges that you're going to overcome, you're going to get through these. You're going to get to the top of the hill, but you've got to stand firm for what it is that you want. You've got to assert your authority here as Emperor. Scorpios, relax. The Wheel of Fortune has your back here. My Scorpio friends, thank you so much for joining me. I truly appreciate you tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, and leave me a comment. Subscribe if you haven't already.